specimen. Unknown number one is diabetes mellitus. Okay? Unknown number, it's not unknown anymore. So just to give you an exercise, so unknown number one, let's say pathologic specimen number one is diabetes urine, the urine of a diabetic patient. So you just put there diabetes mellitus, okay? And then pathologic number two is um, hepatitis, okay? Write that down. Unknown number one, pathologic, instead of unknown, I'm giving it to you already. So instead of unknown, you put number one, pathologic number one is diabetes mellitus urine. Pathologic number two is hepatitis urine, okay? Urine of a hepatitis patient.
Professor, can you repeat the pathology one?
Pathologic one is diabetes mellitus. Pathologic two is hepatitis, or let me see, no, erase that. Glomerulonephritis, because we discuss more on the glomerulonephritis, okay? We will answer them here if you're listening to me right now, okay? So you do that table, observation on the test, normal values, standard urine specimen. When you say standard, that's the normal. And then you have diabetes mellitus on the next, and then the next is glomerulonephritis, okay? Okay, you also have to read this determination of physical characteristic of urine, okay? Inorganic constituents, we will discuss them as they are also in this table, in this activity one, urinalysis results, okay? All right, let's go with the table so you will not get lost. As we go along, we will discuss those components. Okay, for the physical characteristic, so what did we say? Color. Pale yellow, that's the normal. Standard urine sample. Are you following with me? Pale, medium, dark.
Yes.
Others, so you can always, if it's a standard urine sample, it should be physiologic urine, okay? When I say physiologic urine, it should be within these normal values. You get that? Physiologic, when we always say physiologic, it's normal. When we say pathologic, it's abnormal, okay? Okay, so color, pale, yellow, pale, medium, you can say, because these are variant, like you can say pale, medium, darker yellow, okay? And then for the diabetes, what do you think? Will there be change in color diabetes?
Yes.
Yes. What will be the color in diabetes?
Dark yellow.
That's glucose has a color. What do you have in diabetes? You have glucosuria, right? Is there a change in color? Usually there is no change in color. It's still like normal color for diabetes, okay? So the transparency is still clear, okay? For the standard urine, slightly cloudy, okay? It's slightly cloudy, okay? For diabetes, you can say clear or slightly cloudy also in diabetes. For glomerulonephritis, what is the color of the urine in glomerulonephritis? I just said that if you were listening to me when we were talking about the fresh red and dark color urine. So what is the color of urine in glomerulonephritis? Anyone? Napa? If there is glomerulonephritis, what is the color? Is it light? Is it light red? If there is fresh bleeding, it's bright red. If there is like if the inflammation is like above the minor calyx, so that means it's within the medulla or the cortex, that's where the glomeruli are. It should be a darker colored urine. Okay, I told you it's kind of like tea-like or Pepsi or Coca-Cola-like color. You get that? Yes, that's blood in the. That means blood in the urine, but it's coming from the glomerulus. If it's fresh, it's red bloody urine. That's also blood in the urine. That's also hematuria. So hematuria have two types. Okay, fresh hematuria or dark hematuria. Okay, hematuria. So in the diabetes, the color is no change in color. You can see clear or slightly cloudy. In because glucose will not give a cloudy. Put sugar in your water, it will not make it cloudy. Maybe it's like slightly cloudy. Okay. Now in the glomerulonephritis, the color is dark. That already when we were discussing these components. What is the odor of the urine in diabetes? Sweet. I love that. Sweet. Yes, it's sweet. Fruity. Um, like candy. Okay. So you put there diabetes. What about the glomerulonephritis? No. Odorless. Okay. You can also say aromatic. It's basically like the odor of a normal urine. Okay. What about pH? As we said, 4.5 to 8. So you can put pH in your standard urine, like pH of within that range. So you can put 6. pH of 6 is still normal. Okay. What about in the diabetes? What do you think is the pH in diabetes? It has in diabetes has glucosuria, high. Okay, the pH could be higher. The pH could be higher. What about in glomerulonephritis? In glomerulonephritis, will it be basic or acidic for the pH? It will be more acidic. Okay, so do you have the answers there? You put your answers. What about specific gravity? Specific gravity, it's because there's still some other components. So it's because water is 1.00, right? In the urine, it's 1.01 to 1.030. So you put the specific gravity within the, for the standard urine, you put within that the range, 1.001, between 1.001 and 1.030. Okay? For diabetes, for the specific gravity, it has glucose. So it's a little bit more thicker than water, right? So it could be higher than 1.030, right? Specific gravity for diabetes. For what's the other pathology? Glomerulonephritis. In glomerulonephritis, if you remember, there is hematuria, there is albuminuria, proteinuria, right? So what will be the specific gravity? Specific gravity, there is high specific gravity because there is like more albumin there. There is more blood, red blood cells. Okay. Next. Are you good on that upper portion for the color, transparency, odor, pH, specific gravity? Okay. So we're good for those two pathology. Next, inorganic components. The inorganic components are sulfates, phosphates, chloride, nitrites. Okay. Some of these components are later on we will discuss the dipstick. Okay. Okay. So the inorganic components, there are normally the sulfates, phosphates, and chlorides are present in the urine. Okay, they're present in the urine. While the nitrites, as we have discussed a while ago, if there is presence of nitrites, that means there is what? Somebody answered me a while ago about that. If there is nitrites, nitraturia in the urine, there is infection. Okay. So for the normal values, you have present, present, present for the first three, and the last one, nitrites, is absent. Do you follow?
Yes.
Okay, so for the standard urine specimen, what will be your answer? It should be the same, present, 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 absent. Okay? So you just encircle that. You see you have choices, present, absent. So encircle present for sulfate, encircle phosphate, present for chlorides, present for nitrites, absent. Okay? Next, for diabetes. Diabetes has nothing to do with these sulfates, phosphates, chlorides, and nitrites. So it should have present, 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 absent. Do you follow me when I say present, present, absent? Do you know what I mean? If you are listening to me, for diabetes.
So you
For
were present
diabetes
for all of them.
mellitus,
Okay, no more.
there is no,
Nitrate.
yeah, that's why it's just like normal. All right. So there is the sulfates are present, the phosphates are present, the chlorides are present, and nitrites are absent. Excuse me for a while.